welcome back. Thank you so much for watching Sunday Brunch from Houston. We do want to give out the number once again. It is 855-886-6387. And one more thing I want to tell you, when you call, make sure you put the extension in and leave a message. Even if you want to leave a message for the viewers for the future show, if you want to leave a message for someone, something about the show, we will start airing it. So be careful what you say. Anyway, it's time to almost wrap up the show. But really quickly, Ms. Bai, I did want to ask you, a lot of students out here, they can go to med school, they can go to law school, but they have a problem of immigration status. How can you help out with that?
Yes, that is a very, very big problematic issue going on, which people don't realize initially. Because initially what happens in America, every child has to go to school. That is a requirement. So that thing covers up until the level of high school. So once high school is done and they are ready to go to the professional colleges, and they are ready to go to, after a 12th grade to other associate degrees or universities, at that time that problem pops up, and it's a big, big issue because believe me, there are such brilliant students who meet up all the requirements for going to med school, for going to law schools, for doing their masters, their bachelors, their associates. But they cannot go there if they do not have the immigration status intact. And the parents then realize that, oh, what have we done? And they come running to us. And but at that time, if they are unable to get the admission, if they don't have a social security number, if they do not meet all the other requisites, then their education comes to a halt in between. And then that situation is very strong, even strong and sad, even for those kids whose future is online, because they cannot do anything. They have to wait for years and years. First they need to figure out, for such a long time we have been out of status, how we can figure out how to fix our status or to fix all that problem. So it is very important for the parents. I plea that they take it very seriously. If the families are here, they need to do everything possible to maintain their immigration status here, so tomorrow their kids are.
Well, Ms. Ba, thank you so very much for coming out, taking time out from your busy schedule, for being on my show. Thank you so much
for having me.
And Lonnie, I also want to thank you for coming out from your busy schedule, being a part of the show. And what closing remarks would you want to leave for our audience right now?
I just think it's extremely important to understand, no matter what environment you have your children in, that again, 0 through the age of 5 is the single most important educational time. A lot of times parents think we will get the kids into public school in first grade and allow them to begin the educational process too late. We need to be educating these kids from birth all the way through.
Yeah, one thing I want to say, when you're saying 0 to 5 years, that doesn't mean just 0 to 5 years toward education, even towards later, middle school, high school, college. Anyway, thank you so much, Lonnie. And Nina, I also want to thank you for coming out to the show, being a part of the show today. And I know you have a busy schedule too, so thank you so very much for coming out.
Thank you so much.
And what would you like to leave for our audience? What remarks would you want to leave?
Well, I think you just hit it on the nail. I think parent involvement is just so important for our children. When we grew up, we were surrounded by a village. There was so many people to take care of us, but it's so difficult when you're in America, because you literally just have mom, dad, maybe grandparents that live in the house. And so it's so much harder as parents because you're responsible for pretty much everything in this country. So try to be as involved with your children as much as possible. Know their friends, what they're learning, and that will, in turn, motivate them to do better. That's what I feel.
Of course. Well, thank you so very much for coming out.
You're like the Desi Oprah. It's been so nice.
Well, I hope so one day, but thank you so much for that compliment. And of course, we do want to thank each and every one of you for watching the program. And I think today's program is such an important one. And of course, all our shows are important, but today we talked about education, and this is something for your child. And that's what we're hoping, with these shows, with these programs, we can educate our viewers out there. And if you want to be a part of this show, certainly you can call the number that's on the screen right now. And we would like to thank Faisal Kamal of Embassy Suites of Energy Corridor for providing us the venue. And Janice Pehle, I'm still smiling at the comment that she made. I'm not there yet, but inshallah, I hope with your duas, I will get there. And of course, on TV1. जहाँ रहें खुश रहें, ज़िंदगी बहुत छोटी है, हर एक से बना के रखें, लेकिन अगर कुछ गलत होता है तो कुछ कीजिए उसके बारे में, क्योंकि कल वो आपके साथ हो सकता है। अपने दुआ में याद रखिएगा। नेक्स्ट वीक अनदर शो। अल्लाह हाफिज़।